What's good? Welcome back to the podcast. It's me, Eshan, and I'm here with Ilyas. We're the brothers in the box, and we're here back with another episode this week. Just going over the NHL right now. Not a whole lot to talk about.
Kind of a disappointing loss from the Oilers yesterday.
Yeah.
Didn't really see a lot of effort. Really sloppy in the first, sloppy in the third. Knoblauch said it best. Our second period was our best period. You hate to see that from the boys, to be honest. But, it is preseason. Very much looking forward to the regular season starting next week.
October 7th.
We open against Calgary, I believe.
Yes, that's on October 8th.
Yeah, but excited to see opening night, see how things are going. Fantasy is starting. We have our draft this evening. Eshan is obviously going to draft the worst team in the league, but that's okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who won last year? Yeah.
That's okay.
That's what I thought.
That's okay. It's it is what it is, we didn't get last year. We didn't get the beats that we wanted to, and Eshan got extremely lucky with a few of his guys.
Extremely lucky.
Extremely lucky.
Wow.
But we just keep moving. We just keep pushing forward, and unfortunately, he's not going to be blessed with the same luck that he was last year.
I guess we're gonna have to find out.
But we'll keep you guys updated on kind of the standings and how things are going. Definitely draft McDavid first if you have the first overall pick and you're listening to this and you're doing hockey fantasy, because he is gonna cook.
I know it's crazy, we're two Oilers fans. Obviously, we want McDavid to have an amazing season. But trust me, he's going to be amazing.
I know last year he kind of disappointed. Eshan actually had first overall pick. He took McDavid. I had second. I took McKinnon. And McKinnon was better last year.
McDavid wasn't even top 5 or something in points.
Yeah, he wasn't great.
Yeah.
But he said he wants to score more this year. He said he wants to shoot more. He's going to be better, I think, than Draisaitl this year. Draisaitl had him beat last year for sure, but I think he proves himself. He comes out and he just dominates like we know him to do. And
Draisaitl also said he's going to take more of a defensive mind this year. He was trying to get that Selke
incoming.
But yeah, speaking of the Oilers and any news right now, Knoblauch recently signed an extension with the Oilers, 3-year deal. I don't know, they don't usually say how much money the coaches make.
Let's be fair, the man got paid.
He did.
As he should.
He's brought a team to back-to-back finals.
Back-to-back finals. And, there's not much more you can ask from a coach. He came in after Woody left our team in a dire position, to be quite frank. And he propelled us to success. In his first ever season as NHL coach, he took us to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can ask much more from your leader.
No, you really can't.
To be honest.
You really can't.
It's not many guys in this league who have the capability to do that.
Yeah.
And who have done that in the past.
Yeah, he's an amazing coach. I love the deal for the Oilers. I think he's going to keep doing his thing,
I wish he was a little more vocal, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know. The thing that I really like about him is he's straight to the point, when a player plays bad, he'll tell them that they're playing bad, he'll be honest, but I agree with you. I feel like he's not as it's not shouting at the players,
Yeah, but not even shouting. He just doesn't have the emotion, character. But McDavid likes him. That's what's important because
best believe
McDavid needs to stay.
Need as much as possible to keep that man to stay.
Yeah. But as the preseason wraps up, we've seen a couple rookies really perform. Jackson Lacombe just recently got paid.
Yeah,
I think it was
$9 million.
A 7x9.
Yeah, something like that. Same as Luke Hughes.
Insane. The Ducks really going in heavy. I personally really like the Ducks this season. As I said last week, I think they're going to make the playoffs. Or if not making the playoffs, I think definitely playing some meaningful hockey come March.
Yeah, they have some veteran pieces and young guys, hopefully
and then you have if after Kreider's off the books and Trouba's off the books, you still have $47 million to go out and sign your guys like Leo Carlson. And go and become this dynasty that I think they will be. I honestly think that the Ducks have the best young core in the league.
Yeah. Honestly, I would agree with you as well, but the only other thing is, I feel like the Sharks are, in their pipeline. Currently, for winning a cup this year, or, in the next couple years, I think the Ducks have a better chance, but in, the next 5-10 years, the Sharks are going to be a nasty team.
I honestly think that the Ducks are going to be a little bit of a dynasty.
Yeah. And what's crazy is...
And Roger McQueen's going to lead the way.
No.
95, Mr. McQueen.
Yeah, I know. We'll see. Any other news about the preseason that's been happening recently?
There was something greasy that happened. Obviously, Florida's been hurting a little bit. Their lines got shuffled. But we saw a couple days ago, it was a preseason game with Tampa Bay and Florida. It was just some greasy stuff, to be honest. AJ Greer I'm guessing Hagel was kind of chirping him throughout the.
I mean, that's what he's good at, you know.
Probably gave him a couple of slashes here and there. You know, probably said something that struck a chord. You know, with AJ Greer, but AJ Greer just kind of went after him. Ended up getting fined just over $2 million. Or sorry, no, not 2 million, 2,000.
That would have been a little bit crazy. But...
$2 million is basically his career earnings.
Yeah. Brandon Hagel, you know, isn't that?
No, but yeah, no. Greer got fined just over 2,000, which is the maximum under the CBA, under the current CBA, which will be changed very shortly. I think it comes into effect in a few days here.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but he kind of just went after him, just like gave him a couple good cross checks, and then just stick to the face, then another punch, sucker punch to the face, and then you have Cirelli coming in, and it's a whole brawl. And I really, I think it's gonna be a heated battle of Florida this year.
I know. I think it will be. I know, like, Brandon Hagel is that type of guy to be like, you know, he'll get in your head.
100%.
He'll be aggressive. Like, even last year, like, I think it was a fine on him as well in like the playoffs. I'm pretty sure something like that. And then also in Four Nations, he was one of the boys to drop the gloves.
He's a dog.
Yeah, he is.
He might not be the biggest guy. He's a very big skill guy, but he's not afraid to step away from a challenge. And I really appreciate that about him. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with the rosters for Team Canada, who's going to come out this season and kind of prove themselves to be a front runner. I know Mr. Stuart Skinner said he wants to make the team.
Absolutely not.
In his dreams.
Third string, if you're lucky, bro.
Connor Ingram, we have to talk about this trade. Stan Bowman. Oh, honestly, one of the best trades, one of the best moves you've made as a GM.
If you could trade for any goaltender, this was the movie.
I'll give you your flowers because it's a like little to no like risk with tremendous potential.
And the best thing about it is they're retaining salary.
Exactly.
That's exactly what we need.
We're getting him at what, like 500,000, 800,000, something like that. So, very similar to what's Skinner. Say you just bench Skinner. I mean,
he's available, like, you know, like now.
Or you just trade him because like go send him to the Goonie lines of like I don't even know who needs a goalie.
But honestly, like with Skinner, like I feel like this puts a little bit more pressure on him. Like I feel like he's had no pressure on like trying to be the best goalie.
I don't know.
There's pressure on him to play for his team, but I don't think there's pressure of him keeping his spot up as that number one.
I'm not 100% sure that I agree with you because of how they used Pickard last season.
Yeah, I agree with that, but there's no chance of him moving down.
It was like a 1A 1B last year.
Yeah,
and I think the fact that I agree with you that you have Ingram in the pipeline. You know, he had a down year last year, but I'm not worried about that.
No, I'm thinking he's gonna be good.
And I'm not saying this because he's an Oiler now, but I think he's a Vezina caliber goaltender.
Yeah, I mean,
like I think he has the potential to get there. I'm not saying that he will get there throughout his in his career and even with Edmonton, but he has a good team in front of him. He's posted good numbers in the past. Utah wasn't the best team last year.
No, and they had Vijmelka starting for them.
Exactly.
So it's like he had the most, and he's pretty young, honestly. Like I was kind of surprised. He's only 28 years old.
Yeah, and he's just kind of in his prime, kind of entering his prime type thing of a goaltender. You know, he's feeling out who he is as a goaltender and kind of getting his identity in the league for who he wants to be. You know, it's exciting to see that we actually, you know, maybe it wasn't the guy that we wanted, but it's not a star goalie who's going to carry the load for the season, but it might be somebody who can come in and win games for you, like Skinner can, and post a 9-3.
Yeah.
And a low goals against average and be a solid piece in net that the team can rely on.
Yeah, and I think like we said this time and time again, like the Oilers just need a goaltender that can post above a 9. If we're being completely honest.
If you look at it with a team like Colorado who won in 2022.
Yeah, they had who? Darcy Kemper.
Kemper, yeah. Like, Kemper isn't he's a goalie. He's a solid goalie. But he's not great.
No, he's not. But teams don't need a great
I don't think you need a superstar goaltender to win championships. Yeah, you've seen it with Bobrovsky, who somehow elevates to the next level every single time he's called upon. But he's had a few stinkers in the playoffs. Like, it's not like he's crazy. Like, you look at Hiller, he's not a superstar goalie by any means. He's very solid. I think it's the team and how it's crafted, because you look at like 2022. Obviously, the Tampa teams were quarterbacked by Vasi.
Like, you can see, like, teams having good goaltenders and
but
winning.
I don't think it's necessary.
It's not. And especially with the talent that the Oilers do have right now,
and
they don't need it.
The defense is solid.
Yeah.
We can score goals, and I think we just need to start strong.
We do. We just need to not stay in that slump where we always do every year, where we just go down, people don't believe in us, and then we prove them wrong. Like, I think as long as we maintain, like, a solid... Like, obviously, we're going to lose games. I'm not saying we're not going to, but I think...
If we can win the games we're supposed to, and put up a fight in the games that we might not, I'm happy with that.
That's
and
okay.
I think we end with, like, a good record.
Yeah. I just want to end with a solid record. But, moving on, we have a little bit of an interesting episode today.
Yeah, an interesting segment today. Because we don't really have a lot of news, like, preseason is just kind of winding down. Shout out the Jays, who just won their first ALDS game against the Yankees. We will be following the Jays closely because I'm a huge Jays fan. They're Canada's team, you know.
Yeah.
Big up Kirko today for just having 2 homers. Like, this guy's the GOAT. But, yeah, there's not a lot of hockey news at the moment. So Eshan and I thought it would be kind of fun to kind of talk about which mascot would win in a fight.
Yeah, a little bit of a crazy thing. So we went through the list of mascots in the league right now, and we came out with like 16 mascots, and we put them into a bracket to see who we think would come out on top.
Yeah, so I'll go through the list as they're seeded. It was just a random seed, so don't pay attention. It's not like a March Madness type thing. But we have Iceberg the Penguin. He's a feisty little fella against Harvey the Hound from the Calgary Flames. Our second matchup is Nash from the Predators going against Tommy Hawk of the Blackhawks. The third matchup is Hunter the Lion from Edmonton, or I guess cat.
I honestly don't know.
I think it's
something like that.
A mountain
we should
cat.
We should probably know this.
We should probably know this. Yeah. He's the Oilers mascot, but he's going against another cat in Spartacat. And then our fourth matchup is Blades the Bear from Bruins, a classic original 6 mascot, going against probably one of my favorite mascots, Gritty.
Honestly, my favorite. If being completely honest.
From the Philadelphia Flyers.
And then our fifth matchup is Victor E. Green from Dallas. I've seen him a couple times during the All-Star games, you know. Then we have Thunderbug. I know you like him from the Lightning.
Thunderbug. I played with him on Chell a few times, and you know, just on ones now a little bit here and there.
Sixth matchup is S.J. Sharkey from obviously the Sharks, you know. Then we have Bailey from L.A. He was ranked at the top of the list from NHL on the most well-known mascots in the league.
Probably because the Kings just they're a big fan base.
Yeah.
You know? And the Rangers, surprisingly, we were looking and they do not have a mascot. So Rangers, you got to step up a little bit.
JT Miller's gotta put something on there.
He's gotta. There should be no BS in that locker room. No. That includes having a mascot.
A mascot should be wearing that shirt.
Exactly.
And then we have in our seventh matchup, we have Yuppie from the Canadians. He's a very prominent mascot. He's been around for a long time.
He looks like he's a human. Like most of these mascots are not human, but this guy is a human.
Yeah.
And he looks like your average Montreal Canadiens, to be completely honest. And no offense to any of the Montreal fans that are listening to this, but you know Yuppie, and you know that your fan base looks like him.
And then our last matchup, prominent one from here, Finn the Canuck from the Canucks. You know, solid guy. And then one of my favorite, Wild Wing, Anaheim. Yeah, I usually play with him on Chell. You know, solid guy.
Yeah. So how this is going to work is we're just going to go through the list. Eshan and I will kind of do a little bit of a debate on whether who should advance. And then we'll pick a winner, and eventually we will have a winner and a third place, because that's how the bracket is. For the first matchup, I'm thinking, straight off the bat, I'm thinking Harvey Hound.
No, absolutely. I don't know why they put him at the 16th seed in this randomizer, but he got snubbed. He got snubbed as the 16th seed. He's 1 to 4. He's top 4 at least. But yeah, I don't hate that. I don't know Iceberg all that well.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with Iceberg's game. I know he's been around for a while. I know Harvey Hound has been around for a while as well.
Yeah.
I mean, the dog is just gonna eat the penguin. Like, we're being completely honest. He's just gonna kind of be a little bit of a savage and just go for it. You know. Like,
yeah.
I mean, he doesn't look the most frightening.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. But neither does the penguin. So.
Does the penguin. And the penguin is like, what is he gonna do? Like waddle away? Like
yeah.
Let's be honest. Like this fight is happening in an octagon. It's not on a sheet of ice. You know what I mean? So there's no advantage for the penguin, and he can't really move. So I think it's a clear cut Harvey the Hound win. To be completely honest, our second matchup is Nash versus Tommy Hawk. Okay, I think this is an interesting one because you have Hawk who has the aerial advantage, but Nash is a dog.
I don't know. I like Nash for this one, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I understand Tommy Hawk has the aerial advantage, but, bro, like you said, bro, Nash, like, bro, if you're having, like, bro, he's a predator, bro. let's be honest here. Like, bro, he's a beast, bro. Like, you can't... Those teeth be biting into Tommy Hawk, like, I think, easily. I
think, though, if Tommy Hawk can stay aerial and kind of get on the, like, you know how, like, a saber-toothed tiger kind of has to stay on all fours? And he can turn his head to the back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if Tommy Hawk can kind of get on top of him and just go to town, you know? You know what I mean? Like, I think he comes out.
Okay,
he doesn't, like, the Nash doesn't have the same agility and the ability that Tommy has, you know?
Yeah, no, I understand that. But at the same time...
Also, Nash just looks like a sweetheart. To be honest. He looks like he's gonna kill you with his hug more than he's gonna injure you.
Okay, but Tommy Hawk also doesn't have very big wings. I don't know how that big of a body is getting him to fly, though.
That's true.
That's my thinking.
It's true.
And obviously, like, all of these guys have feet, right? So it's not like he's gonna be on 4 feet. Like, if he can't get on his back, he's just gonna turn around, you know? He can just go in circles and fling him off. And then once Nash gets one bite on him, he's done.
He is.
It's
like
over.
A one-shot. It's like a one-shot. Okay, I think we go with Nash. You have me convinced.
All right.
I think we go with Nash here.
The next matchup, Spartacat and Hunter.
Okay, I think, like, just looking at it, I mean, Hunter's a sweetheart. I love the guy. He's a nice mascot. Always makes time for the kids. You know, just is always there when you need him. Low-key a little goofy.
He does look kind of goofy.
He kind of looks like a hippie.
He does. He does.
He got the teeth a little bit weird shaped and
he does look like an NHL player, like kind of like Brett Burns vibes.
I 100% agree. I feel like he could dog you though. You know, He looks like the kind of guy who seems very friendly, but when he wants to turn it on, he'll turn it all the way on.
Yeah, I think like it gives like those type of players where they're like, yeah, you know what, like I'm gonna be that leadership role, you know, all those types of things. But yeah, like I could beat you up. I definitely could. Like,
and nobody's gonna kind of challenge him, you know.
Yeah,
and I think Hunter goes in there, and I'm unfortunately gonna say this, but I think he gets dogged.
Yeah, like again, like Hunter just looks like a friendly guy. Like
he doesn't look like he's gonna hurt you. You know? He has the skinny teeth, you know, like he's not really that much of a threat, you know. I think unfortunately we have to push Spartacat through. The next matchup is Gritty versus Blades. Bro, this is a heavyweight matchup.
This is a big matchup for round one, bro.
I feel like this could have been a later round. This could be like a semifinal or even final matchup, to be honest. In the first round, you know, Blades he's a staple for the community.
Bro, he's a dog, bro.
He's a dog. Like he looks like he could mess you up, you know.
The Bruins are known for being those types of dogs.
Like, you look at that 2011 team, Canucks fans, and you know, he can mess you up. I also know that as goofy as Gritty is off the ice and out of the ring, he will mean business.
Yeah.
And he will use that big belly of his to absolutely pound you.
And like, okay, let's be honest. The same thing with what was his name? Nash. If he sits on you, bro, it's done. It's done, bro. You're not getting back up.
This guy is double the Bears' weight. Like we're being, Blade doesn't stand a chance if he can get the proper positioning on him. And the question is, can he get the proper positioning?
I mean, he doesn't look all that agile, but I don't know. He could.
No, but if I look at Gritty, and audience, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but he looks crazy.
Yeah.
He looks absolutely rabid. I feel like if you said the wrong, like, I feel like Blades is the type of guy to, you know, a little bit of chirping here and there, you know.
Obviously, he's a bird.
And he says the wrong thing, This guy Gritty is going crazy. He's absolutely mogging him. He's absolutely mogging
his
him.
eyes are literally out of his head. That's how crazy he is, bro.
And he's got the crazy orange beard and the crazy long orange hair.
And Gritty loves to hit that victory dance on him after.
He does.
Bumping out his belly.
I think we push Gritty through.
I agree. Next matchup is Thunderbug versus Victor E. Green.
I think this is a clear-cut one. I think Thunderbug.
Yeah,
to be honest,
I don't hate it.
Hunter, as good of a guy as he is, he looks very, he looks very friendly.
He does.
To be quite honest, he looks like Fluffy almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's nice to hug.
It's like a big friendly Grinch, yeah. And unfortunately, I don't think that's. It looks like a unicorn.
It has that belly though, like Greedy does.
He does have that belly. It would be a crazy if they met in the next round. It would be a crazy belly. But I think just Thunderbug has him beat. You know.
Yeah.
He's got that those two eyes that he uses for insane precision.
Yeah, he can use that 360 vision.
Exactly.
You can't surprise him.
And I feel like Hunter E. Green will be a little bit slower. He's not going to be as quick, and so I think we push Thunderbug through.
Next one is SJ Sharky and Bailey.
Bailey looks like a fun guy.
Yeah, I think Bailey, I don't know, Bailey's kind of like Spartacat though, he's kind of got that little bit of a dog.
He actually reminds me of Drew Doughty.
He does. Maybe that's what they based it off.
Yeah. Because they introed him 2000s, kind of like when Doughty came in 2003.
Yeah.
So I think he had all his teeth in 2003.
Probably just got slowly less and less.
Yeah. Sharky looks like a really fun guy though. I know he's a shark, but he looks like a really friendly lad.
Yeah,
one for the pictures, and he wants to stay away from the octagon. I wouldn't even see him. I think I could see him trying to hop out.
Honestly, go take pictures with the fans before the fight.
Exactly.
And then don't come back.
And I feel like he's just he's getting his pay because he showed up, the show up pay, and then he's just hopping out immediately. And
he's like, I'll let you have the win.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to be there.
Yeah, I don't know who's officiating this, but I don't think the fans will be happy with this fight because it's probably not going to happen because Sharky's going to be out. I think
Bailey makes it through the next round.
Bailey, yeah. It's kind of an easy buy for him, to be honest.
Yeah. Moving on to the next round. Big guy, Canadians versus Stinger. This is a good matchup as well.
This is a good matchup. Yuppie is a guy that is a human. So he's got a little bit of a bigger frame on him. He has that weight, and he can definitely use his punches. But Stinger just looks like a mean guy.
Bro, he looks like a dog, bro.
He's got those red eyes, and they're pointed he looks like he could take you.
You know what he reminds me of? Aquaman? You know the villain in Aquaman?
The villain in Aquaman. I actually Manta, right?
Yeah, Manta.
He does remind me of Manta. Bro, they based Manta off this guy.
Probably.
Off Stinger.
Probably.
And Manta was a dog.
Yeah, and honestly, Yuppie also kind of just looks like a jolly guy,
Yeah, he looks like a very friendly guy.
Yeah,
he doesn't. Yeah, he's bigger, but I feel like he just he wants to have fun,
Yeah, he's not really giving me those gritty vibes, It's the big guy that will power you,
Yeah, he's just coming over and he's looking for a good time, sit down and watch the game with his buds,
Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy at all. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think Stinger takes one. He's a little bit of a lower weight, but he's a feisty one.
He's a feisty one, and I think he will use his assets, i.e. his Stinger, to his advantage. To be completely honest.
Yeah.
And who knows if that Stinger is paralyzable, if that's a word.
Yeah, is that a one-time thing, or is it a multiple?
I'm not sure. I feel like we'd have to discuss with him to see, and also to review the rules to see if he could actually use that. Because
it is a part of him.
It is, but it's also an advantage that he has that nobody else is a privy to.
It's true.
And I think that makes him maybe a little bit overpowered. It's also I think illegal. I would say illegal.
Yeah, but I feel also there's some other animals with longer teeth and everything. Those.
It's true.
Those have those advantages.
And the wings.
Exactly. The wings didn't really help.
Yeah, but
it's still an advantage.
It still could be. I think we limit it to a one-time use.
Yeah, I don't think you would even have to use it in this round.
I don't think so. I don't think you'd use it in this round.
Yeah, maybe we limit it to one-time use, but I think no matter what, I think he still makes it through this round.
100%.
All right, last matchup. We're going on to Wild Wing and Finn. I like this matchup a lot, honestly.
I like it too. I mean, Finn, if you guys don't know, up until 2011, I was cheering for the Canucks a little bit, here and there. Obviously, 2011 broke my heart. I'll never put on the jersey again. I'll never rep the team again. But I know you're big on Wild Wing.
Yeah, I know. Like he's an agile guy. You know, like
he has a nice shot.
He does. Yeah, you know, he's got a ripper on him, but I don't know how much that's gonna help him. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like just side by side, he looks like more of a dog than Finn is.
He does. I feel like Finn is like, you know, like these mascots are those type of friendly guys to be there. You know, I feel like he can have those moments.
There's some that are friendly, and there's some that are just complete dogs.
Yeah, like Gritty. And he will keep coming back to him. He is an animal, and he'll stop at nothing. But Wild Wing, I don't hate pushing Wild Wing through. He's got those red eyes in some sometimes.
Yeah, and I feel like you see Finn taking a lot of pictures with the fans. Like I know I'm not around Wild Wing too much. I know he carries the flag around them for a little bit, but I feel like he just needs to unleash some of that wild side. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's
a reason his name is Wild Wing. No, it's not Furious Finn.
No, it's not. It's just Finn. It's just a friendly Finn, you know?
Friendly Finn, exactly. And I think that's the reason why you have to push Wild Wing through.
I agree.
Okay, so we'll move on to the quarters here. We have Harvey the Hound versus Nash the Predator.
Yeah, I don't know. I push for Nash to be through here.
I think I also agree with you. Just looking at the photos of Harvey, I think he's just a little bit too friendly.
Yeah, I think he is.
He's just like this guy who kind of screams out. Like he's not he's very friendly. I bet he's an amazing hockey player, probably skillful as well. But he doesn't have that like animal instinct.
No, he doesn't.
He's a very tame hound.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like you have to be for a Calgary mascot because the fans are not tame.
They're sad.
They are. So I feel like having a nice mascot is ideal. But
and you know, like he did survive that first round.
Yeah, I mean he wasn't versing someone too bad.
No, I mean like a penguin versus a hound is kind of an unfair matchup. Yeah. But I think that's where his line ends, and we push Nash.
Moving on to the next one, we have Spartacat from Ottawa, and then Gritty. This is a little bit of a tough matchup.
A heavyweight matchup, to be honest. You know, obviously I think Gritty because like. It's just unfair.
No, it is.
But Spartacat has that. I feel like he's just lacking that kind of that anger in his eyes. You know, his face looks kind of innocent.
Yeah, no, I feel like his face is like, you know, it's a friendly guy, but you know he looks a little bit scary, and he could be a dog.
Could be a dog, and I think that's why we pushed him to this second round. But I don't believe that he can make it much farther than that.
No, and I would have to agree with you there. Like, I think Spartacat, you know, great guy, but you're going up against most likely the favorite for this for these matchups. It's just unfortunate they get to play him now.
It is, and his ride has to come to an end.
It does.
The third quarters matchup we have is Thunderbug and Bailey.
Honestly, I like Bailey here.
I like Bailey too. I think it's a no-brainer, to be honest.
I don't think we have to discuss it too much. Thunderbug is he's a good guy, you know. He could beat Victor E. Green.
He could.
But, you know, it's the kind of like Harvey the Hound, you know, your time has to come to an end, you know, like let's let the dogs cook now.
Exactly. There's only so many people we can push through.
Exactly.
Some people have to get cut.
And then our last quarterfinal matchup is Stinger and Wild Wing.
Listen, two agile guys.
Very
two skilled guys. I think Stinger has the edge.
Yeah. I mean, I love my boy. I'll ride or die with him.
Wing.
Yeah. Wild Wing, he's the GOAT, you know. He has the agility, but I don't know. I feel like when I'm looking at Stinger, he got that
he
dog
has that dog in him. He does. And he's not stopping, you know?
No, he's not stopping.
The ref has to pull him off, you know? Like,
it's unfortunate, you know. I would hate to see Wild Wing go out here because I think out of all the other boys in this list that lost, aside from maybe Spartacat, you know, I think he takes that matchup. But
I think so. I think it's just like an unfortunate pairing that, you know, path to the final that he got. And sometimes, as we know as Oilers fans, you have to play the hardest teams at the beginning
to make it.
And then you'll unfortunately lose to those harder teams.
Yeah.
If we didn't play Vegas in 23, we probably would have won the cup.
Probably. You know, it is what it is. Stinger's moving on. All right, getting on to the semifinals now. Big matchup.
Big heavyweight matchup.
Ash and Gritty.
I mean, let's review. I mean, Gritty is he's a dog. He
He
has
is.
crazy eyes.
He is.
He's got that big body frame.
He has that
He's
belly.
gonna sit on you. He's gonna body you. He's not afraid to throw around his weight.
He's not as agile though, I don't think.
He's not as agile.
Which was where Nash kind of comes in, you know. He's a little bit of a smaller-ish guy. He looks, I don't hate to say he looks a little bit built as well. Like,
He's been hitting the gym, you know.
he has.
The Preds haven't been training, but he's been hitting the gym.
No, he's been locked in. The Preds have definitely not been. But
I mean, I guess we'll see it in the coming season, but they were definitely not locked in last
yeah,
season.
no, definitely. But
Nash, unlike the rest of the Preds team, is a little bit younger.
yeah, he is, and he looks pretty confident as well. You know, I think honestly, I don't hate seeing where this could go. I don't know. I feel like it would. If we're talking in like a playoff scenario, I think this goes 7 games.
I think it goes 7 games.
7 rounds, if you will.
Sure. I do think it is a split decision gritty win.
I would have to agree with you. Like, Nash, solid guy. But I think
The weight discrepancy, I think, gives Gritty the edge.
Yeah.
It's the same thing why you know, like a featherweight can't fight a heavyweight.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that Nash is a featherweight, but maybe he's like a middleweight. But even a middleweight fighting a heavyweight is an unfair advantage.
Yeah, it is.
And there's just gonna be so much power behind his moves.
Yeah, he's gonna have that knockdown for at least 4 out of those 7 rounds, and I think that's what takes him over the
I
edge.
agree with you. So we have our first finalist for the evening, Gritty, and the second semifinal matchup is Bailey versus Stinger.
Yeah,
which is an interesting one.
Yeah, no, definitely a very interesting one.
What I'm thinking here is that Stinger takes this.
Yeah.
But in doing so, he uses his special ability of using the Stinger. And that leaves him handcuffed for the final.
It does. I could see a scenario where he doesn't have to use it. In Game 7, I think it could be split decision for Stinger.
I think if Stinger does not use his Stinger, Bailey takes the series.
See, I know Bailey's a dog. Like, he's based off of Drew Doughty, probably. And Drew Doughty's a dog.
Bailey is willing to take hits to make plays.
He is. I just can't get over these red eyes.
Stinger is scary.
I just can't,
He's scary.
Like, even his grin, he looks like he's, like, ready for business, bro.
He is.
He'll get straight to the point, you know?
I honestly think, though, he has to use his Stinger. Because the line is just so much bigger.
Yeah,
and it's just like the power, like the same way we were saying. Like, I would say Stinger is a true featherweight or a lightweight.
Yeah,
know?
he is. He's not the most built guy like Nash was.
No.
He's got the agility on him, and he's got the big stinger in his back pocket. And he's just a dog. But yeah, if you really think he uses his stinger here, honestly, if he uses his stinger in like one of the first 2 rounds, easy win. Honestly,
easy win. Yeah, I think I would push for a Stinger to go to the final.
Yeah.
But that being said, I think Stinger without his Stinger in the final, he can try.
Yeah.
And he can do his best. There is gonna be one ultimate champion, and his name is Gritty.
Yeah. And before we finally place him, let's go to the 3rd place matchup.
Nash versus
Bailey.
I like Bailey.
Bailey?
I feel like this is the most even matchup.
I agree.
But also Nash is kind of scary.
I like Nash here. I like Nash just because, like, he has more teeth, and he's still built, like Bailey's a big guy, obviously, but I feel like it's only one weight class up of Nash.
Yeah.
That Bailey is, and I think he can make that upset happen.
I'll tend to agree with you.
Okay.
Nash takes I'll agree with you for tonight. Nash will take our 3rd place. Gritty will come in 1st place.
Absolutely. I mean, that was a no-brainer. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, this guy's just a dog, and his celly will be elite. I would look forward to seeing that.
I would honestly pay for that celly.
Yeah. It would be a fun time.
It would be. It would definitely be.
Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of fun little segment that we did today. If you guys have any suggestions on any other things that you would like to see, especially when there's nothing to talk about or the league's kind of dry, let us know down in the comments. Regular season is starting next week, so we will be watching. We have our fantasy draft tonight, and we will see you next week and review the season.